This week in Grace's Girls Club, I feel very, very honored to be interviewing this person. Someone that she works with reached out to me and just sang her praises about how she gives back so much to the community and uses both technology and a little bit of math and science to do it. So I want to introduce you to Andrea. Andrea, welcome to Grace's Girls Club. Please introduce yourself, tell us your title and the company you work for.
Hi, my name is Andrea. I work as the Heart of the City Kids food services person at First Baptist Church. I do all the menu planning, the ordering, the meal preparing, the serving of all of the Heart of the City Kids daycare food here at First Baptist Church. And I went through a program called CJC, Christian's Job Corps, and that's how I ended up getting my job here.
Wow, that is awesome. And you know what? I can definitely see how the math and the science goes into that aspect of what you do. Walk me through your day-to-day. I mean, I understand the meal planning and everything like that, but what does that look like on a day-to-day basis, step by step?
They have morning snack, lunch, and afternoon snack. Morning snack and afternoon snack are for full day only kids, so that's for about 130 teachers and kids together. Lunch is for our full day and half day programs as well as the teachers, and that's 195 to 200 plus a day.
Oh my goodness. And you're probably thinking about nutritional factors, thinking about, are they getting enough that's helping them stay sustained through the day? Do we have allergies? I mean, are those all top things that are on your mind?
Absolutely. We are a DHR certified daycare. So we go by the USDA standards for a meal portion as well as for snack portion. And I also have a bunch of allergies that I deal with. A lot of them are peanuts, but we're a peanut-free facility. But we also have egg allergies, and we have legume allergies, and we have like fruit sensitivities to pineapple and oranges. So lots of different things, and I can tell you each classroom that each one of those kids are in.
Oh my goodness. That is impressive. So
Yes.
Of the letters in STEM, right? Science, technology, engineering, and math, which would you say most applies to your role?
Math. I use math a lot. And the amount of food that I have to prepare, the poundage of meats, the poundage of vegetables, the ounces of fruit that they're supposed to get at snack versus lunch. I use math a lot. Science a little bit, but mostly math.
Well, and on top of it, probably the budgeting component of math as well. I mean, I'm sure we're not giving everybody filet mignon every day, you know?
No, we're not. You were right there. There's a budget that I have to kind of stick to, and I try not to go over too much. So
Absolutely.
math is a big factor.
Absolutely. So walk me through educationally how you got to where you are today.
I've always had a love of cooking. My grandmother instilled that in me when I was younger, and I always knew that I wanted to do something in this field. Even though I didn't officially go to culinary school to get a degree and work in this field, the program CJC, Christian's Job Corps, that I went through and landed me here at this job, I don't really call it my job. I call it my ministry. I feed people, but I minister to them through the food that I feed. If they love the food that they eat, then they're going to want more of it. And then I've done my job. So that's how I ended up working here at First Baptist Church.
Oh my gosh, I love that. That just gave me chills a little bit. So walk me
Thank
through
you.
who might be an ideal candidate for your field. And what I mean by that, if I was talking about a TV meteorologist, I would say someone who works well under pressure with the time pressures of TV, someone who loves physics, loves thermodynamics, someone who can take big scientific concepts and make them understandable to everybody. Who might be a good candidate for your field?
Hmm. Somebody that I would have to nominate or recommend was the boss that I had before Laura, who taught me what I know, taught me how to do what I do. I worked with her for 10 years prior to. Her name is Pam Lippy. She's in accounting now, but she was the food services director here prior to Laura.
And what are some of the key characteristics that both you and Pam have that really are cores of your job that fit so well with the role that you're in? What are some of those characteristics?
Time management, working well with another person, um, working very up close and personal in the same space with another person, um, knowing that other person's moves or wants and needs like the back of your hand. Um, we were just very in sync when we worked together. So that's very important.
Oh, absolutely. I would imagine that in sync portion is really key. So you already spoke a little bit about this when talking about your grandmother, but walk me through why you chose this field.
I chose this field once again because it's my ministry, and I have had so many parents come ask me how I make certain things or tell me that their kids will only eat my food here at school. They won't eat at home. So how do I fix my hash brown casserole, for instance? Because their child loves my hash brown casserole and they try to recreate it at home, but they can't.
Oh, it's so true. So I relate to you. My family is completely Italian on both sides of my parents. So food is a very, very big deal to us. And that's where, to your point, a lot of ministry and just a lot of heart-to-heart moments happen. When we're all sitting at the table, when we're all dining, that's kind of when the doors are open and we're talking and we're sharing and things of that nature. So I totally understand where you're coming from, that in your world as well as mine, food is kind of the gateway to that connection.
Absolutely. It absolutely is.
Would you say that the ministry portion of your job is the best part of your job, or are there some other aspects that are right up there with it?
Cooking and serving the food, because I get to kind of experiment and play around, is, but I would honestly say the best part would be the ministry, seeing the kids' faces when they see me because they know that they're about to eat some delicious food, telling me that they love certain parts of my food. That's honestly the best part of my job.
Oh, that's so sweet. So if that's the best part, what is perhaps the most challenging part of your job?
Feeding 200 people by 11 a.m. That's where time management really comes into play.
Yes, it is enough work feeding one person, myself, by 11 a.m. So 200, I can't even imagine.
Yes, yes.
So before I let you go, I do have one last question for you. If you had a message to young girls or young students in general that were interested in being involved in the STEM field, and I feel like you are just so perfect for this, because especially I feel like in North Alabama, if you're not an aerospace engineer, you're not in STEM, when in reality that's not true. You know, there are so many STEM fields. What would your message be to those kids who are saying, I want to be in STEM one day? What wisdom would you impart to them?
You can do anything that you put your mind to. Don't let anybody label you or your job as level of importance. Every small accounts to the big. So whatever you want to do, put your mind to it and do it. And you can succeed.
That is so true. I love what you said. Every small accounts to the big. That is so, so, so true. All right. Well, and I want to make sure I'm saying it correctly. Andrea?
It's technically Andrea,
Andrea.
but I go by many different names. So you can say whatever.
No, we'll get it right. Andrea. Andrea. Perfect. Well,
Andrea, yeah.
thank you so much for being here today. Welcome officially to Grace's Girls Club.
Thank you so much. I'm so honored.
Well, we really are honored to have you. So I hope you have a great rest of your day. We will let you go. 11 a.m. is coming up quick. And thank you for your time.
You're welcome. Have a great day.
You too.